You can tell me I'm full of but the bidet has got to be one of the greatest inventions ever. It's only in the past couple of years I've actually begun using a bidet, but since I have, I don't know what took me so long. Now I feel like I can't live without them. I think they're terrific. So today at the Rugged Homestead, we're going to be installing a bidet here. I've had a bidet for a couple of years now, but recently the knob on it cracked. So I ordered a new one. I ended up switching the knob because this is the on-off switch here. And this is the one that, well, this one was here and it cracked. So I just switched the knobs. But prior to doing that, when I wasn't sure what the problem was, I ordered a new one right away so I could always have one on hand. And once I found out what the problem was, I was like, well, these knobs are like basically any stove knob. They got that one flat end on them and they just fit over the post. But since I ordered a new one, sleeker design, I'm going to install it. Installing a bidet is pretty simple. You've got your shut-off valve for the toilet there. You just turn your water off, hook up a three-way connector. One goes up to the tank, one goes down to the supply line, and then the other goes to the bidet itself. This model bidet wasn't bad. It was pretty cheap. It was like 30 bucks or so. It's a cold water one, and they come with hot water options on them, and I thought that was going to be a disadvantage to this one since it didn't have hot water, but you actually really don't notice it's cold water anyway. But the one thing about this one compared to the new one that I got is this one has a thicker base to it. It just fits underneath the mounting holes for your toilet seat cover. And it's a thicker base, so what you need are bumpers on your toilet to keep it raised up and all level. The new one is much thinner design, so it's not going to need that. The first thing you need to do is turn off your water supply. So, and then flush your toilet. Now, normally your supply line is going to be connected right to the bottom of your tank. So you want to make sure your tank is empty, which is why you flush it. Also, just keep a towel handy and maybe a small container underneath, because there will be some drippage that comes down from there. What you end up doing with the bidet is you've got this three-way connector, a T-connector. So the one part, as I had said before, goes up to the tank. The other one goes down to your supply line, and then this comes off and goes to the bidet. The only tool that you need to really install a bidet is a pair of pliers. So now all I have to do is disconnect the supply line from here, and that's just the bidet actually came with this nice handy big fat knob to turn it. And as you can see, some water's coming out. So just have a towel handy to absorb it. There you go. And now my new bidet has a new three-way connector, new T connector. So I'm going to take this one off. There we go. So now I just have to install the new T-fitting underneath there. and then I'll be able to reconnect everything. This is the model of the bidet I got, semi-dry, ultra thin bidet attachment. This one comes with a nice brushed nickel control panel, which kind of goes with the rest of the decor in our bathroom. And this housing here is where the bidet sits beside. It's got two nozzles. One shoots at your butt and cleans. The other one, at least on my other model, was the self-cleaning feature. And you would turn the knob to self-clean, and it could clean itself off. Hence the name self-cleaning. As you can see, they got these big slots here. This just fits over the toilet seat cover nuts, and then you just tighten it down. It's a very simple installation. Comes with everything you need. These are all the parts. This is the T here. This one has a much smaller T fitting than the other one did. So this end is a standard on the toilet bowl fitting. This will go down to your supply line, and then this goes to the bidet. You want to carefully thread it so you don't cross thread the stem that comes down out of the tank. And you want to make sure you tighten it securely so that you don't have any leaks. Now, the last time I actually had this connection sticking out this way. I'm going to face it more towards the bidet this time and have the wire loop down and up instead of going out in a big U shape like that. You also want to check in your tank and make sure that because this connects to your flow valve, and you just want to make sure that you're not smashing that and that it can still ride easily up and down. We'll now connect the supply line. Okay, just make sure, unlike me, before you attach your T adapter to the tank, that you install this washer. They give you a washer that should fit in there, and so make sure you install that to help prevent any leaks. And then you can tighten it up. And now I have to remove the old bidet by unscrewing underneath the seat here the nuts that hold it in place. And it's just a simple nut. And there's another one on the other side that I'll get. If you're installing a bidet for the first time, you're not going to have this issue, but you would just be taking your seat off and removing the bidet. Now you're ready to install the bidet. You would remove your seat, and they give you these flanges to go in here. As I said, this is a slimline model, so it just sits right on here like this, and then you take your seat and you put it right back on those holes, and then try to center this as best as possible. And take a look at where the nozzle will be. These things have amazing accuracy. Call it that. Okay, so it looked like it was centered, but you can adjust it later if necessary. And then all you do is just take your nuts and screw them back in. And the same thing on the other side. Once everything's tightened down, You want to turn on your water, open your supply line, and check for leaks. And we look good. Now we'll let the tank fill up, and then we'll give it a shot. So the bidet comes with water pressure. This is the lowest pressure, goes to higher pressure. Recommends you start off with low pressure and then work your way up. It has several washing features. This it looks like a butt. That's to clean your butt. This is for women for the front end, and then this is the self-cleaning button. So this little door opens up here if you need to clean the heads for any reason, and then it snaps shut. And so with it all powered up, I'll show you how it works. So we'll use a glass here to catch the spray. So to do the rear end, you press the rear button. Yeah, definitely need the higher pressure. There you go. Even with the low pressure, swing around here, you can see it's a pretty gentle. Stick it over here. It's a pretty gentle spray, but then you can get it however. So that's the gentlest. And then you can do the front end spray, and that shoots brings the other one down. And then the self-cleaning cycle, the water shouldn't spray out at all. Right, it just shoots straight. That cleans the heads on the bidet. As I've said, the accuracy is pretty amazing and super clean. You see, there's a commercial on TV for these bidets, and not these in particular, but bidets in general. And it's funny watching the commercials, but I have to agree, these are the greatest inventions. I love them. I won't be without one for now. Okay, thanks for watching.